The only thing about having your house decorated to list that I would say is it dates it. Like, you've got to be sure your realtor changes it in January, because Christmas, it does look really pretty, and it can't be too much. Like, you do have to scale it back, as if, not that you're at Gaylord Texan production of a Christmas. You want like some Christmas charm, but really you still want your buyers to see the house.
Got You Covered, a true real estate podcast. We are an office of realtors that managed to learn from the best with the worst teaching techniques. However, we survived with stories and lessons to tell. The goal is to help skip the pitfalls while enjoying the laughs and lessons learned. So no matter the real estate woe, we got you covered.
Hey there, Virginia Ann here, and today I'm with Kristi Crane.
Hello.
We are starting to get in the holiday spirit a little early this year, and so we figured we would help on, what you should do to get your house ready if you're gonna have a Christmas listing, and if you're looking at houses, what you should ways to cheat and scope out the area,
or still decorating ideas.
Yeah. So here we are. So Kristi, how are you getting ready for yourself?
Well, I drive through neighborhoods and I'm like, oh, those lights are so pretty. I wish I could do that. Well, this year I am.
Yeah? So do you normally not?
Oh, you are too.
Yeah. Good old Faithy. So this year we have the right idea to have Faith, Kristi's oldest, that's getting married. We're going to put him through the test to see if he can get Christmas lights on our houses.
The question I asked him was, do these slip on the roof, or do they clip onto the roof? So we're going to find out if they do.
Okay.
We'll make sure we share that.
Because I moved this year, and so far I'm on a street with 20-something houses, and they all already have lights.
19 of them have lights.
Celia asked the neighbor if he was going to do ours next. And I was like, you don't even ask your dad. But John's favorite holiday is not Christmas. So I try not to make him do all the chores so he'll enjoy Christmas.
Yes.
So we nominated Hey Hey this year.
Yes. Well, he volunteered. So he just didn't know he was getting a twofer.
Welcome to the family. This is what you're marrying into.
Yes.
But, okay, so you normally don't do lights?
I like those ones that you just stick in the ground and it'll do like a design on the house.
Yes.
Simple.
Yeah.
Assembly and deassembling.
Yeah, that's where I usually do things that I can stick to the ground. So, like, the driveway on clay I would do. And then
you did do that.
I'm pretty good at that. I would measure out to make sure. No, I would just stretch them out. So that measured in and of itself. And then I liked a good
blow up.
I like a blow up. So I think you can't go wrong. I think they're classy. So I don't think that judging a neighborhood for blow ups is, I think that gives you an idea that people are cool. So I like blow-ups. I like traditional. But one year, my friend Amanda and I decorated, and I had these 2 trees. So we did like candy cane, and where we did red lights up and white. But we didn't know about connecting them. So you should have gone, like, there is some thought you need to do to your Christmas lights. So you should go up to down the ground for plugging them in. We started at the bottom and went up. And then
make sure the plug is on the right end of that.
Yeah. So instead, we then just
extension.
It looked so good. We connected them at the top. So it was like 2 candy canes. And then we got snowflakes to connect them at the top. But it still looked like a finish line, like you were running. And then the snowflakes were the LED, and they were they almost looked blue. So it looked like red, white, and blue by the end of it. But that was my very first house. So I was proud. Yeah. So we were patriotic Christmas. But, you know.
I do notice a lot of people are paying
Yes.
to get lights,
Yes.
and they even store them for you.
Yeah, that's what one of the realtors here is doing. And it was, so they give you ideas. So you could do 2,200 and that purchases the lights, that puts the lights, and that did more than just your average light. Like that wasn't just outlining the roof.
Right.
And then the next year they store the lights, so you don't have to store them. They then check and make sure that they all work before they're on the roof, and you're like, which bulb is it? And so they do that too, and then they come back the next year. I'm too extra for that, in that I know I need no junk and clutter, but I'm like, what happens if somebody like
Steals it?
they're my lights? What if they just don't come back next year? Because I think that company's out of Longview or somewhere.
Got some in town,
But
I
there's
don't
some
know if they
local.
store-
I took a picture outside of Target. They had
My
a
neighbor does it.
number to call. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and his lights look great. They've had them up for about 2 weeks now or a month.
Oh, I love it.
Christmas year round.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. This week I keep going back to TJ Maxx because the holiday music was blasting, and just, I mean, I'm just browsing, but I just like the Christmas music already playing because, yeah, it's November. You know, Thanksgiving hadn't happened, but I am one of those. I can skip Thanksgiving and get right to the fun. It's like
Just seems like Thanksgiving's so short, and then Christmas we all make it longer than 1 day or 2 days.
yeah,
It's like a whole month
yeah,
of joyous, just joyfulness.
extraness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like, but by the end of it, I'm usually ready to have it packed up. I like the clear containers. I can see it. I know where it is.
How are we going to get our lights down?
Hey. Surely you can just pull them off, like we did last year when we got those off like that's how we got Santa Claus down last year. And like, remember, we were just ripping them off because it was like
But
January
we
the
can't use them
18th.
again this year.
Oh yeah, that was probably.
Those are gone.
I think I did like
I think we broke all those lights.
hormone treatment or something, and then I was like, these need to come down.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
I think it was February.
It might have been.
So we're outside just hanging on the lights.
It was just like one strand that they skipped, so it drove me nuts. But anyway, yeah.
But we have had homeless people.
Yeah, that saw by and help. Yeah.
They actually
He did a
said,
good job. Yeah.
hey, can I do something for, to
Yeah.
get paid?
That's how
we
we
were
were
like,
last year.
perfect.
Yeah.
And he did an amazing job.
No,
Maybe he'll come by this year.
I hope so. But yeah, I do think that like so the only thing about having your house decorated to list that I would say is it dates it. Like, you've got to be sure your realtor changes it in January, because Christmas, it does look really pretty, and it can't be too much. Like, you do have to scale it back, as if, not that you're at Gaylord Texan production of a Christmas. You want like some Christmas charm, but really you still want your buyers to see the house. So if they get distracted by all your neat stuff, it's not helpful. Like it has them, and then they're in the holiday spirit a little too much, that they're thinking, oh, I've got to go Christmas shopping, I've got to get presents. So do not have a bunch of presents under the tree wrapped. Like, I'm like, hide that in bins. You can bring it out, but hide it. Like, there really are things you need to do at Christmas listings, because one, I do think putting lights outside is great attention to the listing. So I love like telling clients, like, do get you some Christmas lights. We'll go get the nets and we'll throw those out, because those are easy, and just add a little
And
at Christmas in a wreath or something.
Yeah.
So you want a little bit, but you want to be sure it comes down like right after Christmas, because
you post new pictures.
yes. So like, that's always the must. And even I love an artificial tree. I do. They sell them super cheap Black Friday. I love a real tree, but when showing and everything with the pine needles and the cleanup, like if you're living in the house and you need kind of easy, I would say artificial and just simple, just very simple decor is what's best. But like, don't be a Grinch either. Because, like, but I think that's always the good balance between, or if you're out of town, I mean, it's not a big deal. If the house is vacant, then yeah, you don't need
Make
Christmas.
your house a happy home.
Yeah, but if you're living in it and because I have so many clients that are listing around this season and they're like, do I bring it all out? I'm like, get some, not all. And then, for buyers, I think it's a great time to kind of see the neighborhoods that you're looking at, because, for instance, I really liked the Halloween this year for mine. We usually, on a lot of the houses we lived at, it's like we didn't have trick-or-treaters, so we would go trick-or-treat. But on this street, people came, so it was fun. And then, to like kind of be there, or if you don't have to be, but it is kind of where
the bowl out.
It's fun to kind of check out and see the area and see what fits your lifestyle. One of my favorite houses ever was merely because so many kids came to that one. Like, a couple came to this one and it seemed like the neighbors' kids. But like, on the street, Brittany, the houses are so close together that it is easy to go like knock out 20 doors in like 10 minutes. So his parents will and it's a cul-de-sac. They would park at the beginning of the street and just like kind of let the kids go.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. We had so many kids, and I love all the little outfits, and and then I'll sneak and get some big size, fun size.
Still have Halloween candy left.
Oh gosh, yeah, we do too.
We'll just save them for next year and pass it out.
But it does help you kind of see how festive the area is, and
what you're looking for.
Yeah, that I think it's a good way to kind of scope out and look around.
I was the only one for Halloween that decorated outside, because I love a good blow up.
Oh yeah, there's the best.
So I have one, I think, for every season.
I wouldn't say that blow ups are always parents. Like, there are definitely, but I do feel like your
my kids like them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is your neighbor's probably a big kid or has kids. Yeah. Because, I love Linda Rankin, and she's a big kid. She's a kid at heart, and she has about 75 million in her yard.
Is that what that is?
It is. It is.
Yeah, she did Halloween too, I think.
Oh.
Now, there is some neighborhoods that, because we like to drive around too in the holidays, and they'll have a sign out front that says turn to whatever radio station, and the lights will go along with the music. It is so neat. We love it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, we got to go. We've been sitting here for 30 minutes watching the light show.
Yeah, where they time it to the music.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that is super cool, where you do the radio station.
Yes. Yeah. So there's lots of fun. We'll get there.
Yeah. Or hey.
We'll have to give updates on how it all went.
But yeah, and just to learn this city is there's so many. Junior League has their mistletoe market. It's usually November, and it was also this year. But the Nutcracker too, just to see the community and see the things, is that it's nice to see where you're moving. If the city
holidays are perfect for that.
Yeah, so that's why it's a good time of year to cheat and see the things. I'm a fan of the Christmas cheer. Sometimes I'm grinchy, but I get a little overstimulated.
I think we're ready to start playing Christmas music up here.
Yeah, no, we're definitely that. But yeah,
'tis the season.
So we just thought we'd help you get ready. So if you have any questions, just let us know.
We'll help.
Got you covered.
Thanks for joining us. If you're interested in more content like this, make sure to follow us online. We got you covered. Hosted by Raffaelli Realtors. Produced by McLean Media. Music by Jody Crump at Studio C. Thanks for listening to Got You Covered, a true real estate podcast.